How's it going, everybody? It's C for Cookies here. I'm for Melanie here. Today I wanted to do something just a tiny bit different, and I wanted to read one of my old stories that I wrote. Now, I know for 100% it's not finished, and I also know that it's probably complete crap. I wrote this when I was probably in grade 7 or 8, so that was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So, yeah. You can tell I ripped out pages because there's like little shreds hanging out here. But this is the book that it's in. I wrote it in this nice little piece journal. And yeah, let's just get into it. I titled it Missing, and this is chapter 1. I titled chapter 1 The Dream. Alice, no! Fight back! Don't give in! Sky, help! Alice screamed back at me. With each syllable, I spelled it S-Y-L-A-B-O-L. She said. Her voice faded until I couldn't hear her anymore. Alice, no! I stopped running and stood in my spot for a moment. I stood there in silence. She was gone. No, don't worry, Alice. I'm going to rescue you and make sure you get back alive when you come back. Ah! I screamed in frustration. Wake up! Honey, wake up! I jumped up. Honey, you had that dream again. You have to move on. Wow. Harsh. I jumped out of my window and landed perfectly, of course. 'Cause fiction! There is something that nobody knew about me. I have powers. Every time I thought of a new power, I got it. See, that was my way of being really lazy as an author, because I was like, listen, there's going to be situations where stuff is going to happen, but I'm not going to have a way to explain it, so everything unexpected that happens, just assume that it's a new power that she thought of and got. That was my way of describing everything in the story that was supposed to happen later on. Anyways, off to save Alice, breaking the fourth wall. I ran off, sprinting as fast as I could. It wasn't that hard because I had the power to run really fast. What kind of lame power is that? Like, it doesn't say to run at the speed of light. It just says run really fast. Okay. I ran and ran to see if I could find any traces of her. It was no use. I searched the same place every day for the past 3 years. It was no use. Then if you're searching the same place for the past 3 years, why not find a different place? Why not just look somewhere else for her? I'm getting a little too worked up here. Maybe I should just give up. Maybe my mom is right. Maybe it's no use. I like how just on the previous page she was like, everybody else gave up on her, but not me. Next page, gives up. Hey Sky, Nick said, seemingly happy to see me. Sup, I said gloomingly. Gloomingly? Is gloomingly even a word? Gloomingly. Gloomingly? Gloomingly? Did you try and look for her again? Yeah, no luck as always. I think I'm going to give up. I haven't been able to find any clues so far. I don't think I'm getting any closer. Did you use your powers? Nick wondered. Hold on just a minute. There is something that nobody knew about me. Did you use your powers? Nick asked. I thought nobody knew. So what's the point of saying nobody knew if Nick knew? So did we have any homework? Why are we just changing topics? Last time I checked, your best friend was missing and you're just switching topics? Alright. Yes, we had algebra, social science, and math. Questions. Listen, I know high school is hard, but I've been in high school for a year and I have not had that much homework. Throughout the whole year. Not even just one day. Like, honestly. Holy shit. Nah, I'm kidding. I finished the algebra, social, and science, but I forgot about the math. Crap. I actually did forget about the math. Oops. Oh, the bus is here, he replied. We stepped onto the bus and sat together. We talked for a bit until I got a phone call. Hold on a moment. I answered my phone. Hello? Hello, the voice sounded familiar, but I couldn't figure out who it was. Who is this? I asked. I started to worry. Wait, is this a prank call? Last time I checked, and I've been on the bus for 13 and a half years, you're not allowed to use your cell phones on the bus. This is just the way it goes. "Oh, certainly not," he replied. "What are you—" I got cut off. "Alice." The line went died. It was done with the conversation. It just jumped off a cliff. It just died. I dropped my phone. I straightened my expression so that my friends didn't think anything was wrong. I picked up my phone. I started laughing and talking. Soon we got to school. I was the third last one to get off the bus because we always sat at the back of the bus. As I was getting off the bus, everything went black and I felt a sharp pain on the side of my head. Well, that went to 0 to 100 real quick. Chapter 2 is called Searching for Clues. I was gasping for air. I wiped some water off of my face. What? We had to pour some water on you to wake you up. I tried everything. Wait, what? We had to pour some water on you to wake you up. I tried everything. Alright, smelling salts, loud noises, bright lights, and just plain shaking. I thought that said snaking. Finally, I decided to try water. Nick answered my unasked question. Why Nick? Wait, what? Why? What? Alright. He always had a way of knowing what I was going to say before I said it. Ever since we were children, he had a way of knowing. Why are we having a flashback? I've always wondered, but he always found some way of dodging the subject. I sat up so that I could get a better view of where I was. I was outside by the forest. By the forest? By what forest? You passed out as we were getting off the bus. Did you know what might have caused it? Yeah, the blunt object to the back of my head. Jesus. Well, I hesitated. I got a phone call from someone telling me that they had information about Alice. No, they didn't. They just literally said Alice, and then the line went died. They had no information. They didn't even say anything about information. God damn. Well, I hesitated. Okay, I read that. About Alice and her disappearance. I know it's real, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it and bring her back, I said, getting a little heated up. We went to our third period class. What happened to the first two periods? I was too busy thinking about anything that might happen to bother paying attention. Once the end of sixth period came... Oh yeah, I wrote this in junior high, and in junior high we had 6 periods. Forgot. It's supposed to be set in high school, but in junior high we had 6 periods, and I didn't know that high school would only have 4 periods, so... Anyways, once the end of 6th period came, I was so excited to go home and call back the number, I didn't even take the bus. I used my super speed to run home. Then why not just do that every day? Once I got home, I rushed upstairs and gave the number a call. Hello, the same familiar voice answered. Ah, yes, Skylar, I have been awaiting a call from you. Please, I begged, just tell me where she is. But that would be too easy. We're going to make this a little game. I'm going to give you a riddle every 5 hours for the next couple of days. Answer the majority of them right, and I will hand over Alice. But for every wrong riddle you get, you have a consequence. Let the games begin. May the odds be forever in your favor. Really? And the line died again. That line, man, it's just, the line is so done with all of the BS that's happening in the story, it just continuously jumps off of cliffs and dies. I sat there. No, you said that you had information about her, not that we were gonna play a game. Again, nobody said anything about having information about Alice. I started to get frustrated. I picked up a pillow and flung it at the wall. Ah, yes, indeed, I did. I was wondering if you would catch that. I picked up my phone and put it to my ear. I thought that you hung up. I was so confused. I have many things that you don't know about. Now then, every time you answer the riddle correctly, I will give you a clue about the location of Alice. This time, the line actually did go dead. Hey, I said dead this time instead of died. Okay, Sky, calm down. You're just overreacting about this whole, oh look, a cloud shaped like a bunny. What? I think I was trying to make her have like ADHD or something, and I was trying to add like comedic effect, but it just sounds pathetic. I gazed off to the sky, thinking about nothing in particular. Honey, it's time for dinner. I snapped out of my daze. I turned my head to the right to see the time. What? It's 6 p.m. No, 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 no. I've only been daydreaming for a couple of minutes. I shrugged it off and went downstairs for dinner. I sat down at the table to join my family. Everything was silent. I sat there. I have to go finish homework. Excuse me. I got up from my seat and went to my room. Chapter 3 is called Where Am I? And it's by Alice's POV. Or from Alice's POV. How much do I have left? Not that much, thank God. Please, just let me go. I don't want to do this against my will, I pleaded. You have to do it, he said. He pulled out a knife. Or die. I went to 0 to 100 real quick. I started to shiver. Okay, where was this going? I didn't know what to do. I whispered to myself, Sky, please help me, I pleaded. Oh, trying to contact your little friend, are you? I shook my head. No. Well, don't do it again, he snapped. Uh-huh, I said desperately. I think I meant to say desperately, but I said D-E-S-P-A-T-L-Y. Desperately. He started to walk away. Alice, Skylar called my name. Sky, I shouted, where are you? What? In your head. Well, not literally. I'm talking to you. Just say what you want to say in your head. Sky, why haven't you contacted me earlier? I wondered. I didn't have Wi-Fi. You needed Wi-Fi to talk? No, it's basically like I'm texting you, but instead of the message going to your phone, it goes into your head. Plus, my dad turned off the Wi-Fi. Oh my God. Can someone go back and just shred this book from my grade 7 self? Jeez. Why does it sound like your voice? I said. Ugh, you asked too many questions, Sky moaned. That was my way of being like, yo, I don't know how to elaborate on this because this idea doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So I just put that in because I was lazy. Well, you have to get me out of here. I will, just be patient, Sky admitted. I have to go. Okay, hurry. Silence. I heard nothing. She was gone. Chapter 4 is from Nick's perspective, and it doesn't even have a title. She locked her phone and put it on the table. Can I get you anything? Do you want some water or an orange or something? Sky asked me. No, I'm okay, Sky, but thank you, I replied. Your place is nice. You say that every time you come here, she smirked. It's so big and roomy. Sure, Sky rolled her eyes. Anyway, let's go to the living room. We can just talk there. Where were they in the first place? The foyer? Jeez. Anyway, let's go to the living room. We can just talk there. She started walking. We walked into the elevator. Are they rich? Skylar pressed the roof button. But she just said we were going to the living room. Who has a living room on their roof? There was a nice breeze. It wasn't too cold, but it wasn't too hot. It was perfect. So, what do you want to talk about? She asked me. I don't know, I shrugged. Oh, listen, we all know. Oh, I know, let's talk about school crushes. Sky started to get excited. Well,